everyone, welcome back to my channel. I fixed my fan. I actually ended up putting a little bit of acrylic on the end because that's what broke and it was about to fall all apart. The hot glue didn't do shit. Anyway, oh no, welcome back. Thank you all so much for your kind comments. We have such a good community here. It just blows me away every single time that I read the comments. It's just you guys are so sweet and so encouraging, and I just wanted to thank you guys all for that. And I wanted to thank Z because they let me know that Amber had put out a video today, and I honestly I guess it was really low in the notifications and I didn't realize. So we're here. She posted 2 hours ago. Let's see how fast I can get this going. Today, she is going to tell us about her health scare. It says, major health scare, why I have been seeing doctors lately. So we're going to finally talk about why she was on antibiotics and what she was keeping from us. She would mention something and be like, I don't want to talk about it yet. We're here, girly pop. And the last time... Yesterday's video, I said that I thought it was something to do with her vagine, or with her vajuju, because what else could it have been? But we shall see. We shall see. There could be a million things why she would be embarrassed and not tell us about. So I still think it's something with her vagine, or something with that. In her lady parts. With that, let's get into the video.
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So today I have an appointment to get a CT scan. Okay. So I want to explain kind of what's been happening, but I feel like I need to do just a real quick backstory of when I was diagnosed with uterine cancer. So
Who called it? Who called it? Who called it? It's going to be about her lady parts.
Ask a lot, like, what was my biggest symptom of that? It was the fact that I bled for over 2 years.
Yeah.
I never went to a gyno because I did go to the ER a couple.
Which still kind of blows my mind. I'm a curious kitten, and I looked up those photos. I found those photos of her bleeding everywhere. It was gross, horrendous, and I'm so surprised she didn't go see a gynecologist. She went to the emergency room a couple times, but she never followed up. That's what emergency rooms do. They treat you right now, and then they give you the resources to follow up later, and she never did. So that's an issue. Anyway, continue.
A couple times I did see an actual doctor a couple times, and every single time I'd go, they would say, yeah, this isn't normal, but people your size have really weird and irregular periods. And I was diagnosed with a UTI multiple times. Oh. So all of that fed into my
because you weren't washing yourself. That's really gross. Just because you weren't having showers. And bigger ladies, we get a little stinky. We can get real stinky. With the fat folds, it can get really gross, and you can get rashes, and it can turn really bad. It can get full skin infections that could turn into sepsis. Like, when you're a big lady, you gotta make sure you keep up with your personal hygiene, because fungus can grow, like, just all this crap, and she didn't, and that was her consequence. She had multiple UTIs that turned into kidney infections. Anyway, continue.
Delusion, and it made it to where, like, the fear of going to a gynecologist was a lot stronger than me actually going. Long story short, I did have uterine cancer. I ended up getting a full hysterectomy, so I no longer have a menstrual cycle, so I don't bleed from down yonder. So if I ever notice blood from down yonder, something is wrong. So it was a little over 2 weeks ago, I went pee, and I noticed there was blood in my pee.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. But at the same time, I fucking told you so. I fucking told you so. I told you it was something to do with her vagine. Why are you bleeding from your bladder, honey?
This is very hard for me to talk about.
Okay.
I have cried a lot about this whole thing because I am scared.
Okay.
When I first saw it, I had so many memories flash back. Like, it was straight up as if I was back in that uterine cancer journey. Like, it hit me like this, and I broke down. So after,
I mean, that sounds like PTSD. And I think she knows that that's the right buzzwords to say for it to be PTSD. But yeah, no, I don't blame her for feeling like that. I mean, I saw those photos. They're kind of insane. The amount of blood coming out, like I don't blame her for that.
after I calmed down a little bit, I realized, okay, you know what? This could be just a UTI. I ended up talking to my closest friends who have had UTIs, and I was like, what were you guys' symptoms? Like, I was scared, obviously.
I've had a multitude of UTIs as well. Okay, it's a little uncomfortable to talk about, I recognize, but she's talking about it. Oh God, I don't know if I want to say it. When I first started doing the hanky panky, I had no idea that you needed to pee right after. Like every time you gotta pee right after. And I never did. And so I had quite a few UTIs, and they were really, really, really uncomfortable every time. There was one that like I had to be on 2 rounds of antibiotics. And the second antibiotics that I was on they were nuts. They were crazy. I was exhausted all day. I did that and I bruised. Like it was nuts. So with my experience with UTIs, I've never seen blood. I've never seen blood come out. Oh, this is so gross. If your UTI, like if you neglect treatment for a UTI for long enough, there can be some discharge, and it can look kind of reddish. But I don't think blood in your urine is necessarily a sign of a UTI, not from my experience. Anyway, that's the tip of the day if you're doing the hanky panky. Hanky panky? Hanky panky. If you're doing the hanky panky, make sure to pee every time right after. I'm not fucking joking. It is horrendous. The feeling of a UTI is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And honestly, like taking all those antibiotics to get rid of it is like kind of harmful for your body in a way, because your body can become resistant to the antibiotics. So there's the fucking sexual health tip of the day. Pee after every time you do the hanky panky. Anyway.
And of course I went on to the Google, and everywhere and everyone was like, yeah, a little bit of blood in your urine, totally normal for a UTI. But like I was having no other symptoms. Like I had no pain, nothing. So I immediately knew, okay, I need to go to a doctor. Let's get this tested. Let's get put on some antibiotics, get this figured out. So I called around to a couple doctors, and one of them was like, we don't have an appointment open until next year.
Ooh!
I was like, did I hear you wrong? Oh, didn't hear them wrong. Literally next year. With new patients, it's very different, which I don't understand.
Oh no. Miss Amberlynn has discovered the failing healthcare system. Oh no.
There's only certain spots open for like new patients versus like doctors who have seen the same patient over and over. I don't understand it. I'm not meant to.
What? It's really easy. You don't have a family doctor, basically. If you don't have a family doctor, it's really hard to get medical attention. I know people who have to go to the ER because their doctor retired, and the ER is the only place where they can be seen by anyone. And they would have to wait 8 hours in a place where people are, they're in the emergency room for a reason. Like there was one person who literally passed out in the middle of the ER straight on their face. There was another person who was just like bleeding, just bleeding from their arm, just sitting there, and it's like, hello? It's a horrifying place to be. I don't like the ER. That's what some people have to deal with because they don't have a family doctor, because their family doctor retired. And it's something that's happening a lot. And it's really easy to understand, Amber. It really is. Look at her face. Don't look at me like that.
Long story short, every doctor that I called, they were like, yeah, you can be seen in like a couple months from now. Like, there was none that was like urgent. And this felt urgent to me. I am a...
Yeah, because the healthcare system is failing us. It's not even just in America, it's in Canada too. It's actually, I don't know if it's worse or in Canada, but it's really bad over here. Yeah, there's not enough doctors. They're just plain and simple, there's just not enough doctors out there. From my understanding, what happened with the pandemic, a lot of doctors retired. I don't remember the reason why, but they did. And it takes time to get through medical school, and it takes time to train new doctors. So we'll probably be dealing with this for a while. I'm sure that there's tons of doctors in the works, but for now, there's a big shortage. So I wonder what she did. Is there like an emergency clinic she could have gone to? The ER? She probably had to go to the ER.
A woman that has blood in her pee after having uterine cancer and a full hysterectomy 4 years ago. Like, that felt urgent to me. So since I wasn't able to make a doctor's appointment, I did go to immediate care.
Oh, good. I've had a family friend for a very, very long time, and she has breast cancer. Pretty severe. And she was supposed to, like, she was trying to get radiation, and I think she had to go through chemo as well. She was trying to go through chemo as well. But the radiation specifically, the hospitals here were like, yeah, we can get you in like 6 months. And it's like, she has a very aggressive form of breast cancer, and she needs treatment. 6 months? So she had to go to America and pay for it herself. And in America, in the States, somewhere in the States, it's, I don't know, she got it done over there. And they said, I can't, like, the doctors in the States said, I can't believe that they couldn't give you this treatment earlier in Canada because it was so severe. It was so aggressive. Like, it was pretty, you needed treatment right now kind of thing. So that's just the healthcare system that we fucking live in. Yeah, it is a serious problem, and it is something to really be concerned about. Blood in your urine is definitely never a good thing. It's never supposed to happen like that. But it doesn't matter how severe it is. The healthcare system is what it is, and it's shit. Anyway,
they took my urine sample, and I had no bacteria in it.
Okay.
I have no UTI.
Okay.
It shows no signs of anything.
No blood?
So I explained to them, I did move to Oklahoma in October. I have not gotten a doctor yet. I did not make that a priority for myself, and I should have.
Oh, she didn't even try yet.
I have not gotten a doctor yet. I did not make that a priority for myself, and I should have.
She didn't even try. Really? It's... yeah, okay. It's not a priority for you, I guess, to get a doctor. What the fuck? That's just if she had like applied to a clinic to have like her family doctor applied to have this person as her family doctor when she first moved to, was it Oklahoma is where she is? If she had done that when she first moved, she'd be way better off now when this shit was happening, because you wouldn't, I mean, as I discussed, the healthcare system's shit, so it probably would have taken a long time, but it would have been better than if she had just, like what she did, she didn't make it any priority to get a family doctor where you live, your new place where you live. I can't believe... See, I take antidepressants every single day. I've talked about this. And I take medication. Like, I have 2 medications that I need to take on the regular. And I'm always on top of it when my prescription is low, and I need a refill, and I make an appointment with my doctor. You know, that's just reality for me. So not even having a priority for a doctor when you move somewhere else, like, that would not work for me. Like, I would need to, because I need to make sure that I get my medications because I actually take care of myself. Wow. Wow.
I understand that. So immediate care gave me a card for a doctor that probably would be willing to see me soon. So I was like, okay. So I ended up going home, calling, make an appointment, and I did see that doctor. I took another urine test, and again, it came back with no bacteria, nothing wrong, like no UTI. And that's when the topic of cancer came up. And the only way for them to see if it is cancer is if I get a CT scan, which is what I'm going to do today. Obviously, there's also a chance that it's literally just kidney stones. I have had kidney stones in the past, but normally when...
Yeah. Did she have kidney stones? I never heard her saying that she had kidney stones. Makes sense. I've heard of the gallbladder stones, but not the kidney stones. Am I missing something? I've never heard her say that before. Interesting.
When I've had kidney stones, I did have pain. So the CT scan is actually going to be looking at my pelvis and my abdomen.
Oh yeah, when I had kidney stones, I had a little bit of pain. Bitch, some people say that it's as painful as childbirth. I had pain. I had a little bit of pain when I had kidney stones. Girl, what?
Stones, I did have pain. So the CT scan is actually going to be looking at my pelvis and my abdomen. So the doctor did tell me.
How is she going to fit in the CT scan? In the CT machine? Or is she gonna have to go into one of those ones where it's the CT machine is used for zoo animals? Because that is a real thing that happens. I've learned. Because the regular CT machines, they can't, like a woman like Amber wouldn't be able to fit in there. So of course they have to use the bigger ones that they use on literal elephants. Where's this going? I'm so excited.
I am going to put you on some antibiotics because you could have an infection that our urine test just is not picking up. So that is the reason why I'm on antibiotics. Weird, I'm terrified to say the least. I have broke down a lot because of this, and I actively feel myself disassociating. Right now I just feel numb. I feel completely numb.
So, okay, so so these aren't the results yet. Of course not.
And I know that if I wasn't in this like numb space, then I would be bawling my eyes out right now. But I think I feel safer in this weird disassociative area because when I'm like breaking down about something that I'm extremely worried about and something that I don't know the answers to and that I currently can't control, I feel unaware of my surroundings really. And I think right now I just need to be strong. I need to go through the motions.
Can I just re-listen to that?
Because in something that I don't know the answers to and that I currently can't control, I feel unaware of my surroundings really.
Right, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, disassociating. Okay.
And I think right now I just need to be strong. I need to go through the motions of what I need to do to figure out what this issue is so I can get it resolved, so I can figure out a solution. I still remember sitting there in immediate care and them coming back and telling me it was not a UTI because I really believed that it was. And when they told me that it wasn't, again, it was just like flashback after flashback after flashback of everything I went through before I was finally diagnosed with uterine cancer. I just kept going back and forth, like, do I want to tell you guys about this? Like, I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed, but it's also like, there are things that your body does that you are not in control over. And I know a lot of people are like, this happened to you because your weight, this is your weight's fault. This is your weight's fault. Not everything is because of my size and because of my weight. So it's hard to come on here and feel like a normal human because I get so much like
oh Jesus, it's your fault. It's your fault why I didn't share that. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know if I would even mention it. Like, if that was happening to me, I wouldn't even mention it. I wouldn't even say I went to the doctor, I don't want to talk about it. I wouldn't even say it. I don't even know if I would ever bring this up. Like, it is a little, okay, it is uncomfortable, and you're valid to not want to share your very personal medical issues, but it's not, you can't blame your audience, and you can't blame people for saying that, they're just gonna say, oh, I'm fat, and And that's why I got this. You can't just blame them for that. It's a very natural thing to not want to share that with 2,000 people. With 200,000 people. So, no.
This is your fault. This is your fault. Sometimes it's just literally not my fault.
Okay.
I have fully...
Sure, maybe. We don't know yet. We don't know yet if this was your doing or not. We don't know.
taken the responsibility of me getting uterine cancer to begin with. Like, that is completely my fault.
Okay.
I have had health professionals tell me, no, it isn't your fault. But it's like when you look at it and you figure out, you know, why did I get this? It is my fault. And I would have never gotten it if it wasn't for my size. And that's something that I hold on to all the time. The guilt that I feel about that is powerful. I can't blame everything on my size, because not everything is my size's fault. Looking at bigger people and dismissing them constantly for whatever reason, just because of their weight, it isn't fair. And it is...
No one's saying that. Like, no one is saying that, Amber. No one is. We just wanted to know what was going on. Because you kept alluding to something. Like, I'm not saying... No one's saying that. Wow.
In a way, dehumanizing. But I'm not ignorant. I'm not unaware of the fact that, like, being larger does cause a lot of health problems.
Yeah.
Like, it truly does. That is why I've never been health at every size. I don't believe that you can be this...
Cut to the, you're healthy, but you're obese. Shut up.
Size and be healthy. But I do believe that bigger people, such as myself, we do experience illnesses or sicknesses that isn't directly caused by our weight. So hopefully that makes sense. And that was like a big reason why, like, I didn't want to come on here and talk about this, because so many people dismiss me and the things that I go through just automatically, like whether it's health stuff, mental health stuff.
Wow.
Just like day-to-day life.
What are the comments saying? Girl, it's not even about your size. You actively have not done any follow-up care after the big C was removed because you felt like it was gone. Oh shit. Mama, you didn't prioritize your health care until an emergency again. You haven't grown at all, but I hope you do soon. Seriously, absolutely. And she's just gonna continue to be mad at me. Not mad at me. She's just gonna continue to lecture us about... Don't lecture me. I'm in the same boat as you, okay? All the doctors always mention my obesity as a disease, okay? I get it. Don't be telling me that. But the reasons why I wouldn't share that is very different than the reasons you're not. Because it's like, it's just a fluke little thing that, like, oh, there's a little bit of blood in my urine. Oh, there actually isn't? Huh. Okay, but you're not feeling any symptoms. You said you had kidney stones. It could just be like a little bit of scar tissue or something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. But, like, you got tested for a UTI. Wasn't a UTI. Who knows? Although, if you do have a history of cancer, they do need to follow up. So... that makes sense. Dude, smoking weed, like, messes with my throat. Anyway, let's continue.
Life stuff. I'm just, like, constantly dismissed and judged because of my size. Like, it goes on to, like, simple things like Amberlynn doesn't shower because of her size, or Amberlynn doesn't walk her dog because of...
We know that you didn't shower. You admitted to not showering because of... I don't ever think she said it was because of her size, but... yeah, it's really hard to even stand at your size. So I wouldn't doubt that. And you don't walk your dog because of your size? I mean, when was the last time you went on a mile walk? You would have shared that with us. Absolutely. If you had gone on another walk, you would have shared it with us. You know, the stereotypes are there for a reason, right? It is difficult. All these things are difficult to do.
Her size, or Amberlynn doesn't clean her house because of her size. Like,
I don't clean my house because I'm depressed. Yeah, my house needs a serious clean. My background has changed a little bit. I have a monitor there. I noticed. I mentioned yesterday that I wanted to up my quality in my videos. So I have a lot of things figured out of what I can do, but there's still a couple things that I feel like I it could help with my videos. So, and I'm very uncomfortable asking this or doing any of this cuz like I understand it's a really tough time for people right now, but if I opened a Patreon, but like if I opened a Patreon, would any of you be interested? So if you guys would like to, I mean, there's absolutely no pressure to, but at the same time, let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I mean, I could do a lot of other content too. Um, that could be fun, like nail tutorials. I could do makeup tutorials. I could, we could go for a walk with my dog, like a full shot of it. I don't know. There's a whole world of possibilities that I could do. I play guitar. I've started playing guitar again. I could post some videos of me playing guitar, maybe teaching you a couple things. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think because that would be really, really cool. It's, and it's not something I really want to push as much because I know things are really tight right now. But if anyone would want to support me, I would be so, oh, that'd be a dream. Anyway, I'm uncomfortable talking about this stuff. I took a hit. I'm a little uncomfortable. But let me know. And let me know some of the things you'd like to see for me. Anyway, let's continue. Where were we? Oh yeah, I was talking about my house and why there's a monitor back there. And I was playing around with this camera. This camera is so old. I don't know how old it is, but it's old. It's a Nikon Coolplex thing. And I've had this camera for a while, and it does have a video system. So I was trying to hook it up to my monitor, but I needed a new cord. I ordered the cord. It was not that expensive. But yeah, no, my house is a fucking mess. And I mean, a part of it is because I'm overweight and I don't have a lot of energy. I'm getting a lot more energy now that I have my anterior mandibular positioner. Which I should show in a video sometime because it's actually kind of neat how it works. But I do have a lot, and my sleep apnea is resolved basically with my I'm not gonna do it again. But I'm finding I have a lot more energy. I'm not crashing. At this time of day I'd be crashing. And I'm not. Work. That's why. And I also get overwhelmed. I have anxiety. There's a lot of things that factor into having a dirty home. So it's not just because you're fat, but that definitely can contribute to it, girl.
Never given any indication. Yes, 4 years ago, for sure. 2019. Mm-hmm. Wait, that's literally 5 years now. Yeah, 2019, 5 years ago, yes. Like, those things were close to virtually impossible for me at the time.
Because you were so big, yeah.
And then, like, I have shown my growth. I have shown myself walking Twinkie. We have walked a mile together multiple times.
Twice.
Recorded a couple times. I talk about my
Twice. She's trying to lie, saying that she did more. She's not. She didn't. She never did.
Showering. I talk about my cleaning. I talk about all these things. I've shown myself doing these things, and just because of my size,
I can't. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but I can't imagine she suddenly became like a cleaning girly and showing herself cleaning her house. Meh. Maybe I saw you mop once and it was just a short clip of you mopping. It wasn't the whole thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe do cleaning videos. Those are fucking fun. I did a couple of those back in the day on my TikTok page, which, by the way, go check it out. I'd love to go live on TikTok someday, so. But I did a series back in the day of cleaning my house, and it was really fun to do. And it really did motivate me to clean. Let me know if you guys want like some cleaning videos from me, because it would be very satisfying, because my place is a mess.
People assume that I can't do these things, and that's just really unfair.
Okay, then show us you doing it. I mean, you showed us you doing the walk. It was heavily edited, and I know for a fact she absolutely could not stand that walking up that hill. That hurt like a bitch for her, because it hurt like a bitch for me. And I'm half her weight. Well, no, not even half her weight, actually. Half of 500? It'd be 250. Yeah, I'm way more. Anyway, I don't weigh as much as her. I do weigh a lot though. And it was really hard on me. So
video to be about my weight or my size, but I think that's something that's just like really truly heavy on my mind and in my heart right now. Because no matter what I talk about, it could literally be anything. No matter what I talk about on this channel, somehow the reaction I receive is always weight based.
No, not really. No, I disagree with that one. I disagree with that one full-heartedly. You've posted videos that have nothing to do with your weight, and we've reacted accordingly. Like, so, remember that time that Twinkie got into some pesto? The Great Value pesto? You know, the pesto gate? That's Amber's side of the story. Well, what actually happened was she got into one of the green markers, like the green eyeliner pen or whatever that her mom got her. And she lied about that and said it was the pesto. And people went out and bought that exact pesto from Walmart, and it was not that shade of green. So we didn't blame you for your weight then. We blamed you for lying and being neglectful, because you're a very neglectful person. You neglect your partners, you neglect your family, you neglect your animals, you neglect yourself. And that's not, it's not always about your weight. I think this is just kind of like same old with Miss Amber. She's complaining that everyone just blames her for her weight. Save it, girl.
Always about my size. I do talk about my weight a lot on this channel. I'm about to start a new Ozempic journey. That's something that I'm always going to talk about.
Oh, by the way, I called my doctor. I have an appointment to talk about Ozempic next week. So fingers crossed. I don't know what I'm getting into. So we'll learn more about it and see if it'll work for me.
But that doesn't mean that every single thing that I do in my life is directly a cause of my size. I want to be a person with so many things about them, and one of them just being that I'm super morbidly obese.
Okay, yeah, but we've heard this. This is old news. We know this.
I feel like the internet makes me just a super morbidly obese person.
The world does. The world is against Amber, everyone. It's Amber against the world. The world hates her because she's fat. Same old bullshit. Stop complaining and do something. Well, she is kind of, I guess. She's going on Ozempic, allegedly. I don't know if I can believe a thing this woman says.
Nothing else about her. I'm only ever seen for my size. I don't think anybody should ever be just seen because of how they look. I will forever be more than someone who is 500 pounds. Things happen to me not because of my size.
No, you won't. Okay, whatever.
But because I'm simply human, and we all are, and we need to learn how to respect each other and stop invalidating and dismissing what people are going through. Oh my God, I feel like I could ramble on forever. I know. I don't know where this video completely took a turn. I don't know where it went. Long story short, I'm about to go to a CT scan. I'm about to start a vlog for you guys. I knew this was going to be long-winded, so I wanted it to be its own separate thing. And I just want to end this video with, I get it, I'm fat. I know. And it has caused me a lot of issues in my life. But instead of assuming that whatever I'm going through is because of my size, let's figure out what the issue is first, and then we can figure that out. I'm sorry for that little mini rant. I guess
it wasn't a rant, it was a scolding. You scolded me. I feel guilty about something I didn't even do. Amber, it's not cool. That's not okay. I feel guilty. I didn't even do anything. I even face the same kind of injustices, but it's not that big of a fucking deal. You know what? You hate yourself more than the world hates you. That is something that I've learned. I hate myself more than the world hates me. It's just the fucking truth. The other day, I don't know, I was on a walk with my dog, and I hate myself so fucking much. I hate my body so much, what I've done to my body so much, that I was out for a walk with my dog, and this skinny woman came up and started talking to me, and we were talking about our dogs. And I was like, oh my God, you're nice. You're actually friendly and talking to me. Honey bun, the world doesn't hate you as much as you hate yourself.
me. I know my words probably aren't gonna matter so much. They usually don't, but
I muted her. Amber, just end the video. End the video. I'm done with you gaslighting me.
Aren't gonna matter so much. They usually don't, but
Stop
I think it
it.
just feels better that it's off of my chest. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next
Okay,
video.
sure. All right. It's good. You feel better. Now it's off your chest.
Hey guys,
okay.
welcome to-
No, I'm not doing that again, honey bun. Well, okay. I was really hoping that we would find out what was going on exactly, but I mean, we kind of did. And you know what? Who called it? I called it. I called it. I knew it. It was something to do with her vagine. That's the video. She made me feel so guilty about something I never did and don't ever intend on doing. So, that's our girl. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Let me know about that Patreon thing, because I feel like that'd be really fun. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to, comment. I love reading your comments. I read every single comment. And I try to reply to every single one. Thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Take care of yourself, be kind to yourself today, and I will see you in the next one. What do y'all think of my fan? Do you like it? I kind of like it. I feel sassy with it. Can you tell? Anyway, bye.